It's not too bad today. The sun will come up. It'll get a little bit warm out here. I'm mighty tired though. You'd think that, communal living people would respect other people around them, but fuck no. A couple nights ago, literally as the lights went out, some dude just had a fucking freak out for 30 whole minutes. Y'all don't know how bad it pisses me off to be woken in the middle of the night to someone moaning loud as fuck. Because they just wake up and they're like, ah, let one mean ass rip. For some reason, a lot of these elder men, they wake up around 3, 4 in the fucking morning and they start their day, even though there's nothing happening. Coffee doesn't start till 6, Jesus. It really just kills me. I just want one good night of sleep, solid 8 fucking hours. But yeah, apparently shoving 100 plus men in one small fucking room isn't a good idea. Who would have thought? Why can't homeless shelters build private rooms for people so that you can have a little silence to yourself, so that you can have a little privacy to yourself, so that you can open up a fucking window and have a little fresh air if you wish? No, some dumbass's idea is let's build a homeless shelter and we'll just build one big room and we'll put a bunch of bunk beds in it. I just hate how America has become that country where we do everything cheap as fuck. We don't do anything good, we don't do anything exceptional, we just do it cheap as fuck. And because it's done cheap as fuck, it's just poor quality. Even these houses that they're trying to charge people $500,000 for, they're literally nothing but thin 2x4s, super thin sheetrock, super thin OSB. The wind blows a little too hard, your house is getting knocked down. You go through an inspection of these houses and they're so fucked, the walls are fucking crooked or bowing out, the trusses are sinking, the foundation is fucking cracked. Yeah, that'll be $1 million fucking dollars. Some of these people who work in the trades, they don't even get paid at all, they get stiffed on a paycheck. That's why I don't want to work in the trades. The trades can be mighty shiesty. You know how fucked that would be to do a whole job for somebody and then just not get paid for it after the fucking fact? You spend all this time, all this money, all these resources building up something for somebody else only for them to try to fucking dispute it with you in court later. I think that's frustrating in America that, you have to have a contract. You have to have it signed or you're going to get a fucking shit deal. A lot of people, we don't look at the terms and conditions before we sign our name on that contract or before we hit accept. And it really just ruins how Americans do business or interact with each other, where we can't even trust each other. We can't even rely on each other. We have to have this flawed system of contracts and signatures before we can even get anything done. Because without that contract, without that signature, you don't have a real deal. And if you don't have a deal that's legally enforceable in the courts, you ain't getting your money.